Hello, everyone. That's in this series, we want to share with you Kate's first date, basically. Um, where the stories actually ended. She was at a party boat and she approached this guy, and then she asked his name. His name was Shunji, and he was actually 2 months younger than Kate. And because recently, for herself, Kate has discovered rope climbing, and especially Tokyo has many facilities to use it to climb, basically. Um, she was really fascinated to talk about the benefits she has actually experienced with her body when doing it. And it turns out that Shunji also was uh, doing it already for several years. He was already a dive veteran and a big veteran, and basically he also was fascinated that she was so fascinated about it, and I don't know, they came good along, so they exchanged the line numbers. And it also has turned out that the people around on this boat, like 90%, were her previous Shinji previous classmates. So everyone was like the same age like them, and hey, we rarely meet people actually who are the same age, so let's celebrate it. And they celebrated a lot, and it was really fun. And additionally, she was Kate got to this boat because of a friend who's a DJ, and she has introduced to other DJs, well, 10 DJs playing there. And before she was only Kate was only getting to the clubs with a half a price. Just when her friends played, and now she has all the exchange numbers with other DJs, like the 10 most popular DJ in Japan. Uh, and now when they are playing in Tokyo, especially, she could get in close to every club, more clubs for free, like close to every club in Tokyo for free every single time. So yeah, and not for free, but half a price, which was also pretty cool. And after a week or so, after this night, she was chatting. Basically, she was writing messages using Line. It's like WhatsApp in Japan. And with Shunji for a week. And after a week, he finally invited her to a date in Asakusa. You might know it. Asakusa is the most touristy place in Japan. It's a big shrine, which is it's just fulfilled every time with tourists. The only time it's like really midnight where you don't see any tourists, but normally you see it every single time. Now, basically, they went to Asakusa, but it wasn't this touristy place. It was more like on the outskirts of Asakusa, where he has found a small, tiny, really cute Italian restaurant. The food was really delicious, and basically also the price was also pretty convenient, not too expensive. And on the way from the restaurant, they've passed an alley, and as you might know, Asakusa is also pretty common for Japanese comedy. There are two places where the most comedian came from. It's Yoshimoto, basically in Asakusa and in Osaka. Osaka, you might know, Grand Kagetsu is one of the biggest comedian stages, and in Asakusa they have several stages. And basically, it was on the outskirts there, and when I got back home from this restaurant, because Shinji was living not in Tokyo, in a different prefecture, he has to go on a train which is not Japanese rails, so it's it's in a different station. It's close by, but it's like a little bit different. They had to go a little bit another way, basically. And because they went another way, they have seen on the way back that streetlights turned on, and on the streetlights they could see there were faces of comedians. displayed like posters, and of all comedians and new comedians. And as a kid was into Japanese comedy, she was, oh man, do you know him? Do you know him? And it turned out that Shunji was also into Japanese comedy, and then they just, remembered one joke after another, and took like again in front of this stations it took about 1-2 hours at least till they went by, and yeah, the first date was over. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.